Hello everyone, and thanks for joining us today for Foundations of Marketing, Cleaning Up Your Business's Digital Footprint. I'm Rebecca Egan, General Manager of Digital Advertising for the Hartford Courant Media Group, and joining me today I have Samantha Cohen, Laura Catholic, and Michael Eruzione, all digital strategists with the Hartford Courant Media Group. There is no denying that coronavirus has changed consumers' behaviors. It's driven them to a more digital consumption model. So what worked well for business owners before March of 2020 may not be working as well as it once had. With that in mind, today we'll discuss several steps that you can take to improve your business's digital footprint, and we'll discuss what kind of impact those steps can have on your business. At the end, we'll review some next steps, and you'll have an opportunity to reach out to one of our team members for a personalized consultation. It is said that ignoring online marketing is like opening a business but not telling anyone. One of the most important things you can do is one of the simplest. You need to check your own habits. Make sure that you haven't gotten into any bad habits lately. Remember, it's important to post on social media on a regular schedule so your audience knows what to expect. You need to respond to reviews in a timely manner. And you need to schedule time for yourself to address lead generation and prospecting new clients online. Now I'm going to turn you over to Samantha Cohen, and she's going to talk a little bit about identifying your ideal customer and how to reach them with the right marketing message.
Thanks, Rebecca. Now let's talk about customers. You know your business from top to bottom, but do you truly know who your ideal customer is? Defining your ideal customer is a step that should not be missed when building your brand. Once you have an idea of who it is you are looking for, you can then tailor your marketing strategies to meet their needs. While age, gender, location, and even household income are all very important details, we should be trying to dig deeper. We should be trying to better understand our ideal customer's lifestyle, behaviors, interests, needs, and most importantly, what they value in relation to your product or service. If we understand their needs on an emotional basis, we can then create an emotional connection between them and your product or service. Here are some very simple questions that you can start to ask yourself while trying to understand your ideal customer. What are your ideal clients' pain points? What problems are they currently experiencing? And how can you help? What are some hesitations that your ideal client might be experiencing in relation to your product or service? What does your ideal client value most in relation to your product or service? What are they hoping to achieve as a result of purchasing your product or service? What is your ideal client's biggest question in relation to your product or service? And what do they want to know more about? What will be the cost for your ideal client if they choose not to buy your product or service? If you can start to ask yourself these questions, then you can start to develop who your ideal customer is. At that point, you can begin to tailor your marketing strategy around finding that perfect person. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. As you build out your brand, there are two very important messages that you need to develop. The first one is a brand message. A brand message is your overall story and image of your business. Think about this as your brand's framework. This message encompasses everything that your brand stands for, your values, your mission, and your vision for the path forward. When someone asks you, why do you do what you do? What is the reason? What is your deeper purpose? This is a brand message. The second message is your marketing message, which allows you to build a relationship between your business and your potential customers. This message is how you package that story and image into compelling reasons why your services are a good fit for your potential customers. The best messages are clear, consistent, relatable, inspiring, and compelling. In order to get started, you should first identify the following. What are your strengths? What makes you different? What is your value proposition? Do you have a tagline? Do you have an elevator pitch? How about a detailed understanding of your audience, or a storyline that resonates with your audience, and anything else that sets you apart and makes you different? Good luck! Now I'm going to kick it over to Laura Catholic.
Thanks so much, Sam. So now that we've taken time to check your habits, identify your ideal customer, and your brand and marketing messages, the next step you want to take is to look at the journey your customer takes when they are thinking about purchasing your product or service. Let's focus on the left side of the graphic on the slide, the circle around prospect. The journey actually starts with somebody out of market, and then a trigger of some kind happens. They may need to fix or replace something, or they found something they want to buy. Whatever the case is, they are most likely going to take their journey online to start looking up information. This is where the brand consideration and active evaluation are going to come into play. So the first question to ask is, how easy is it to find your business online? And the easiest way to answer that question is to search for your business yourself. When you start your investigation, you should test multiple search engines like Google, Yahoo, Bing, and you should also check relevant social media platforms and industry sites. If your business is a home improvement business, you may want to check Angie's List or Home Advisor. Think of the relevant industry sites to your business and add them to your list. Now, when you start to search, go basic. Type your business name in and see what comes up. Next, try a few combinations of the product or service you offer in either the town your business is located in, or simply type in near me when you are inside of your business. You want to identify several things when you do this. Number one, are there sites you did not know your business was listed on? Number two, does all the information match regardless of the site or search engine they are on? Looking at the business name, the address, the phone number, and your business hours to make sure that everything is in sync. Next, start to get an understanding of your business reputation online. Make note of any review sites that come up so you can start engaging with your customers there. Lastly, but most importantly, now you should be able to answer, is it easy for your customer to find you no matter where they search or what they search? Once you finish searching for your business online, you want to make sure that once a prospect lands on your website, it is easy for them to navigate. Look at your website through the eyes of your customer. Does your website clearly tell your customer what it is you want them to do? Your website should always work for you. It can help set appointments or gain leads through a prominently placed phone number or contact us form fill. It can be an extension of, or your only showroom floor, offering your products and services for purchase. It can build your email database with newsletter or special offer signups. Whatever it is that you are looking to have your website do, that call to action needs to be clearly displayed. Your website can also help you make smarter marketing decisions. Utilizing analytics, like Google Analytics, you can measure the referring source of your website traffic, the amount of time spent on your pages. You can also look at when your traffic is coming to your website, the day of the week, and the time of day. All of this and more can help you make decisions about where to spend your marketing budget. And it may even show you a need to staff someone to interact with your clients during your off-business hours. A few important things to note. You want to make sure that your website is mobile friendly. The image on the left side of the slide illustrates a desktop site on a mobile device versus the image on the right side, which is optimized for a mobile device, where the site is sized appropriately and it's easy to read. The load time on a mobile phone is also very important. If it takes too long for your website to load, the customer is going to move on. If you want to test to see if your website is mobile friendly, connect with us at the end of this webinar and we'll be able to share that link with you. Number two, think back to who your ideal customer is. What is important to them? Make sure to showcase that information so it's one of the first things they see when they get to your site. Number 3, share testimonials. People want to know that you are trustworthy and reliable. They will find reviews online. Find testimonials that give details either about your products or your great customer service and be sure to share them. 4, make time each month to go through the pages of your site. Block it off on your calendar. Look for products that are no longer offered, links that lead to nowhere, referred to as dead links, old content, whether it be old sales or old seasonal information, anything that appears dated, and remove it. Go through the customer journey. Call your business as a prospect. Submit your email for your newsletter. Go through the purchase process. Make sure that your website reflects the great customer service that your business offers and that there is clear communication for your customer about what they can expect as the next step. One last point we want to make. There are many out there that utilize social media or vendor listing pages as their website. While having profile pages are important, as you want to have a presence where your competition is, the fact is that page is not yours. It belongs to the vendor. So any advertising you push to those pages benefit the vendor more than you. You're also giving your client the opportunity to see your competition in the same space. By investing in your business and creating a website, you are building a footprint that remains regardless of changing fads for how customers search online. And you're also ensuring that in the event a platform or vendor goes away, your presence online does not. Zig Ziglar is quoted as saying, "If people like you, they will listen to you. But if they trust you, they'll do business with you." The next few slides are going to talk about the ways you can build and maintain trust with your customers. One way to nurture, engage, and build trust with your customers is to connect with them on social media. Social media should be an essential part of your business's marketing strategy. It allows you to humanize your brand and establish your brand as a thought leader. It also gives you the ability to join in and monitor the conversation that is happening about your business. Not all social media platforms are created equal. Different platforms allow for different activities, such as networking, sharing recommendations and reviews, telling stories, sharing videos, or sharing stunning images. Additionally, different platforms attract different demographic groups. So when you put together your strategy, it's important to not just consider the type of media you want to work with, but the platform that is going to engage your ideal customer audience. If we think about a bakery, they're going to want to focus on platforms that allow them to share images of their beautiful pastries and cakes. A kitchen and bathroom remodeler may want to share a time-lapse video that shows the transformation of an old space into a brand new space. A staffing agency may want to consider sharing content on a networking platform. A restaurant may want to engage on platforms where people leave reviews. If you want to better understand the demographic a specific platform reaches, or how best to engage with or target your prospective customers, email us and we can schedule a complimentary brainstorming session for you. Now let's pass it over to Mike, who's going to talk to you about responding to online reviews, search engine optimization, and ranking and visibility. Mike?
Thank you, Laura. That was great. Now it's important that we talk about reviews. Before we get into responding to reviews, let's first discuss what are reviews and why they are crucial to your business's online image. Essentially, reviews are customers' feedback in a digital environment. These reviews are posted on public third-party sites and over time will build your company's online identity and how consumers feel about your business. Reviews cannot be ignored. The fact is, 90% of consumers read online reviews before visiting a business, and 88% of them trust online reviews as much as personal recommendations. They have become a huge part of the decision-making process and make a clear impact on sales. That is why it's more important than ever to take the time to monitor your online reputation and respond to as many reviews as you can in a timely manner, especially the bad ones, which unfortunately we all know pop up from time to time. Keep in mind, a few bad reviews will not break your business if you take the necessary steps to address the issue at hand. You'll note on this slide are some of the best practices on how to respond to these reviews. Express gratitude and be as personal and professional as you can, and take responsibility to try to make things right. When handled correctly, 44% of consumers say they are more likely to visit a business that properly addresses poor reviews. They understand mistakes happen. It's how you handle and correct these mistakes is how a consumer will judge you. So now that you have your website, you've set up all your social media channels and took the time to monitor your online reputation by reading and responding to reviews, how can you enhance your digital footprint and, most importantly, drive more traffic to your website? That is where search engine optimization comes in. Commonly referred to as SEO, this is a way to increase overall traffic to your website and reach consumers actively looking for your products or services. If you take the time to provide valuable information on your site and make it easy for search engines to find and organize that information, they will reward you with higher ranking in organic search results. It's a simple equation, really. Higher ranking results in more traffic. Organic search results cover more digital real estate, appear more credible to savvy searchers, and receive way more clicks than paid advertisements. In fact, SEO has 20 times more traffic opportunity than pay-per-click on both mobile and desktop. Now, keep in mind, SEO should not be considered advertising. It is an investment in your digital brand. It takes time to build SEO. Your rankings will not increase overnight. We recommend having a full analysis done on your current website to see what can be improved and then go from there. Lastly, we move into ranking and visibility. Essentially, this is an extension of your SEO. SEO comes in two parts. There's on-page SEO, referring to the content and coding on your website, and then there's off-page SEO. Maintaining a local business listing such as Google My Business or Foursquare is part of your off-page SEO. You probably have no idea how many different sites your business is listed on. And worst part is, oftentimes these sites have correct information. The phone number or email address may be wrong. And as you know, if someone tries to contact you and has the wrong information, you've essentially lost that customer forever. These internet listing sites or ILSs are an extension of your digital brand, and it's imperative to take the time to claim your listing on these sites and ensure all information is posted accurately and the click-through URLs go back to your website. Maybe take the time one day to Google your business and find out how many sites you're actually listed on. Again, this is all part of your SEO strategy and ensuring your digital brand is as clean and professional as possible. We all know this will lead to higher search engine results and more website traffic.
Thanks, Mike, and thanks to all of you for attending today. We hope you were able to glean some helpful hints and thought starters from today's webinar. And to show our appreciation for spending time with us, we're offering a complimentary website audit and individualized consultation for anyone who attended today. To take advantage of the audit, get answers to any questions you may have, or offer suggestions for future webinar topics, please connect with us by calling 860-241-6201 or by using any of the connecting points on the final page of this webinar. Again, thank you for attending, and we look forward to hearing from you.